Plains All American ordered these pipes from a steel mill in Greece in December. They are stored here in Grand Falls, Texas, before the company puts them underground to transport crude from the Permian Basin, where we're standing, down to Corpus Christi. Now, even though these pipes were ordered last December, they reached U.S. shores after the Trump administration imposed a 25% tariff on imported steel. That added $40 million of new taxes onto the project. Now, Plains filed for an exemption. The company said it should not have to pay for steel that was purchased before the tariffs went into effect. They also said this steel is specialized and cannot be manufactured domestically. Plains heard last month its exemption request was denied. The Commerce Department told CNBC that its policy does not allow for grandfathering of pre-existing contracts. Additionally, the administration said that Plains' exclusion requests received 5 objections from domestic manufacturers who said they had the capacity to make the steel that Plains needed. Plains, however, says their story highlights the important flaws of the implementation of the tariffs on steel imports, and they believe there needs to be improvements on the exclusion process, like more transparency, a better appeals process, and grandfathering of previous orders. Now, Plains says fixing these issues could help prevent any unintended consequences that may come from the exclusions process, that may come from the tariffs, that could harm projects here in the oil and gas industry, guys.
Leslie, we have steel production beginning to ramp up here in the U.S. again. Is there any indication from your conversations with Plains All American that they believe that the steel they need to be manufactured for those pipes is going to start to be done here?
So that's the big issue. Right now, there are only 5 manufacturers that can produce the type of steel necessary to build these pipelines. That compares with about 60 major pipeline operators that are looking to source that steel. So historically, they've imported it just because there isn't enough supply domestically to be able to meet the demand, especially here in the Permian Basin, where demand is just bottlenecked because they are not able to move the oil quick enough despite all the production that's taking place here. So right now, as it stands, a lot of oil and gas companies will say, and pipeline companies will say, the current domestic steel producers aren't able to meet their needs. Now, in a year, 2 years, 3 years' time, that remains to be seen. But right now, when all of the production is taking place and all of that oil is being extracted from the Permian, they need to move it somewhere, and they just don't have the time. Time is money here. They don't have the time to really wait for U.S. steel manufacturers to catch up.